Good morning, grade 4s. I hope you've all had a nice long weekend and that you've rested. This is your third project for art and I hope you're going to have lots of fun. We're going to be drawing a teddy bear. Now I know not all of you still have teddy bears because you're not little ones anymore, but I still have a teddy bear. In fact, I have lots of teddy bears. So if you don't have a teddy bear, you can choose any fluffy toy, and if the worst comes to the worst and you don't have a fluffy toy, then maybe you can draw your dog or your cat or your hamster or something else around the house that is fluffy. If the worst comes to the worst, then just Google a picture of a teddy bear. But it's supposed to be an observational drawing. So what I'm wanting you to do is to observe. In other words, to look really well at the shapes that you see in the teddy bear. So I'm going to do a very quick explanation for you, and I'm going to show you sort of how to look, and then I'd like you to try on your own. Remember, it's a 3-week lesson, so you don't have to do it all at once. You can do parts of it now and you can do parts of it later, as long as you get it ready by the due date. Right, let's go. How's it look? Right, so again we need our 3 pencils or our 2 pencils, but if you only have one, that's fine. You need an eraser maybe. Try not to use your eraser for now. And then you need your teddy bear. So put your teddy bear, I've just put mine on a polystyrene bit. You can put it in any way you sort of feel you like. I would start with drawing the basic shape. So what you're going to do is you're going to look and see what shape do you see there. So it's not quite a circle, it's sort of an oval shape. That's sort of a semicircle. There are 2 little circles. There, if you can see the nose, there's also like a funny oval. There's little sausage shapes, another oval. So right, I'm going to try and first draw the basic shapes. And I'm going to do it quite quickly, so I'm hoping to do it in a few minutes. You need to do it much longer than what I am. And try to fill up your space. So try not to have a tiny little teddy bear on a huge big piece of paper, because that's not going to help. So there's my oval for the 1 foot and it's lying on its side. There's my oval for the other foot and it's standing up, and there's my little legs that are joining it. Right, then I've had my body, which is a nice big fat oval, and now I'm going to join my arms to the body. Try to see how big things are in relation to others. So what is the biggest part of the teddy? And the tummy is the biggest part. What's the next biggest part? Probably the head. Is the head as big as what the feet are? No, it's a little bigger, so I think I might have made it too small. So I'm going to just enlarge it a little, and before I erase, I'm going to redo the right thing and erase what is wrong. Right, are we getting there? And then we're going to put in this little arm with a little hand. I don't expect your picture to be perfect. Mine is definitely not going to be perfect. We are not cameras, we are just people. So there's my little hockey stick sticking out there, not coming through here. Right. If you have too many details, might be a little bit more difficult. I'm just going to adjust this a little bit. And there's my little nose, which is a squarish oval. The little mouth is sticking out. Don't draw what you don't see. Remember, it's an observational drawing. You're going to draw what you see. Right, once you have your basics in, what we want to try and do now is create different shades. And now you're going to use your darker pencil to create. We want that to look a little bit shiny. So remember to leave a little white spot somewhere. And then you're going to use little marks to make this teddy bear now look fluffy. So look at my pencil. It's not going to be big marks. It's going to be little marks going all the way. And I'm going to do it as if I was brushing this teddy bear, going in the direction that the teddy bear actually goes. I hope that makes sense. There's the nose. A little bit darker because it's black. There's the mouth. And so we're going to carry on until our teddy bear is fluffy. Right, I'm going to stop the video there, because I think hopefully you've got the idea, but you're going to try and complete it everywhere. If you want to put your teddy bear on something to sit, that's fine. Otherwise, you can leave it just as is. But what I'd like to see is a teddy bear that is soft and fluffy, and that you've created some kind of texture. Remember, texture is what something feels like. So then today's lesson is not only about observing, it's also about using shape. So we've used mostly ovals and circles here, and then it's about using our pencil in lots of little ways to make this look a little bit like a teddy bear. Right, I'm going to stop it there, but hopefully you are going to finish it all off. Oh, just before I do, maybe if you've got a smoother area, then you're not going to use little lines. Maybe then you are going to shade it. And remember, I said if you've got one of these, you can use one. Otherwise, one of these paper stumps. Otherwise, if you use an earbud or even just your finger, you can get it nice and smooth. And then we have a nice contrast between the paw of the little teddy bear and all the little leg parts that are a lot more fluffy. Have fun, grade 4s.